could do it live, so I could. Anyway, happy Mother's Day to you all. So today we're going to be making apricot cookies. I was at a wedding last week, and the delicious Viennese table had these delicious little cookies. So I made a mental picture and I said, I'm going to be making them. So I'm sorry, the video is turning. I can see the phone going up and down. So, oh God. Okay. So I made pastiera for tomorrow for Mother's Day, and I have some pasta frolla left. I will attach the recipe of the pasta frolla. So anyway, pasta frolla is just basically a dough. It's great for not a pie crust like an American pie crust. This has sugar and it has the butter and it has the orange zest. So I have some pasta frolla left over. So what I'm going to do is stretch it out and make these delicious apricot cookies.
Portia said, I'm so happy when I get a message that you go live.
I'm sorry you said that?
Portia.
Portia, ciao. Thank you for following me. I will try to go back and forth con l'italiano, inglese, italiano, because I know you watch me from Italy too. Quindi mi fa piacere, oggi parliamo un po' italiano e un po' inglese. Quindi facciamo dei biscottini di pasta frolla con la marmellata di albicocca. So we're making the pasta frolla cookies with apricot jam filling. If you don't like apricot, you can use any strawberry, blueberry. We like a lot of Morelli cherries. We like the Italian amarene. Okay, so I'm just gonna stretch it out. And okay, here in New Jersey, it was just hailing, qua grandinava, and it's just awful outside. It doesn't feel like a beautiful May day. I hope
we have a couple comments. So we have Roxanne on YouTube that said Happy Mother's Day, and then we have Anita Price on Facebook that said Hi from England. Happy Mother's Day.
That's cool.
Thank you for all your amazing recipes and videos. I'm your biggest fan, LOL. I'm sharing all of your videos to all my friends and family.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Anita. Who was the other person too?
Roxanne on YouTube.
Roxanne, hi, how are you? Thank you all. I am really humbled by people following me. This all started, I don't know if you know a little bit about the reason why. It started during quarantine. I think we all feared for our lives. So I needed to stay busy, and I figured what better way. My husband, who's my biggest fan, always begged me to do the videos to leave for the girls. And during quarantine, I finally had time. Okay, so
Cheryl says, love watching you and eating all your recipes.
Thank you, Cheryl. The best part is when you tell me that you make my recipes. That makes me so happy, because I don't just put it to, these are things I make for my family. And I'm glad you make it for your family too.
We also have Elena Palumbo that said Ciao Alessandra, and Maria Charla that said Ciao Alessandra. And we have Maddalena Vivolo.
Ciao, ciao Maddalena.
That said Ciao Alessandra, saluti da parte mia, di mamma, tutto bene.
Grazie, ciao Carla. Ti mando un bacione grande.
And then we have Ciao Alessandra from Scotland. From
Oh my God, England, Anita, Scotland. I love it. Okay, take a look. I'm going to keep going as I take a look at the thickness, okay? So I don't have any baking powder in the pasta frolla here, so it's not going to rise. It's going to be flat and crunchy. And I'm using a little square cookie cutter. It's about 2¼ inches. So I'm going to go ahead and start making the little squares.
We also have a Hi Alessandra from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I love your recipes. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. Who is that? Is that Elizabeth?
Mary Decobellis.
Hello, Mary. You must be friends with Elizabeth, maybe. Thank you so very much for watching. So here we have all these miniature squares, okay? Now, very easy. What I'm going to do is...
Susan Baglunio says, hey, Alessandra, happy to see you live.
Hi, Susan. Happy Mother's Day. Susan is my childhood friend, and her parents come from the same area I'm from in Italy. Okay, so I'm going to just add a little bit of the marmellata right here. And what I'm going to do is just
Maurizio,
fold
happy
it
Mother's
over.
Day.
Ciao, Maurizio.
And then we have Maddalena said, quando viene a Brusciano, ti aspettiamo. And then Patrizia said ciao with a bunch of hearts.
Here's the cookie. Ciao Patrizia. Ciao Maddalena. Spero veramente di venire a Brusciano. Every time I come to Italy, the time is never enough. But I will make time. Actually, I'm just going to go for longer. That's what I'm going to do. Here it is. Here's the perfect little cookie. And I'm going to put it down. I'm going to just add more marmellata. Ecco qua. I don't want to put too much because I have a feeling it might just run out. So, you know, once it melts, just full out.
Silvana Sino says, I've tried your recipe. They are great. Thank you for.
Thank you, Silvana. And you're a little responsible with the sfinge recipe because that was part of your mom's recipe. Silvana's mom and my mom worked together, and Silvana is Siciliana. My mother being Napoletana, when she opened up a deli, she wanted a perfect little sfinge, and Silvana's mom shared her recipe, and then my mother did whatever worked for her, and that's how the sfinge recipe came about. Okay, here it goes. I know this might be a little tedious for you guys to watch. I wish my little one would be around. She could help. But do your kids disappear too in the kitchen when you need help? They somehow just come back when I'm ready to take the food out of the oven.
Vicky says, we love you watching. Terrific recipe. Thank you.
Grazie, Vicky. I love making these recipes for you. You know that.
And Mary Gallinger says, hi, Alessandra.
Hi, Mary. How you feeling? How are you feeling? I know you're not too well for a while. I hope you could be making these. They're rather easy. I will post the pasta frolla recipe. Okay. The reason why I'm making these first is because once I move over to the stove and I start playing with the garlic, I start using the garlic, my hands will not, I don't want to mix the cookie with the garlic smell. Okay, I'm going to cut a few more. So very simple. Just a little bit of the apricot in the center like this. Take the two corners, pull them a little bit if you need to, and just seal it. I'm sure it's not gonna open. Okay, here it goes. More. Yes, you want me to look up? I'm sorry. When I love to bake, but part of my baking is I go into a zone. Mi devo concentrare when I'm baking. Tell me, any more comments?
You have a lot of people saying Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. Happy
Can't wait to
Mothers to
try.
all. There, we have mothers, and then we have people we love so much that are like mothers. Vabbè, la mamma è una. Più della mamma non ti vuole bene nessuno. That's what we say in Napoletano. Chi ti vuole bene più una mamma, o te ven o te gann. He who loves you more than a mother sells you or betrays you. That's a Neapolitan saying. La mamma è solo una. I'm gonna miss my mom on Mother's Day because of the COVID situation. She's still quarantining, let's say. So we'll miss my mom very much. But I was up this week to see her. And okay, so you know what, guys? I'm just gonna make these 4 more, and then we'll move on to the spaghetti.
Laurie Ayalo says, love you. Will you be doing octopus?
Yes. Actually, absolutely. I want to make octopus salad, insalata di polipo, and I also want to make obur paluciana, which is that's with the tomato sauce and the pasta. Okay, I'm just going to make 4 more of the cookies, and we'll move on to the next recipe because I know I don't want you guys to get bored and tune me out. That would not be nice.
And Mary Gallinger, I'm doing well now. Thank you. Happy Mother's Day.
I'm so glad to hear it, Mary. So now you could make the recipes with that sitting with the stool over the stove, right? I'm so glad to hear that. Okay, ecco qui. These are the last 3 I'm making. This one needs a little bit more right here. I went cheap on it, okay. All right, and now straight into the oven, 350, and it's 140. I'm gonna time it because I have no idea how long they need to be in. But we will time it. What
We'll
is-
be back. So you
We'll
put it
be
in the
right
oven,
back.
and then
We'll
do
be
the
right
stove.
back. All right, guys. My family's making gestures, and I have no idea what they're saying. And I'm like,
No.
what?
Let's put it in the oven,
All right,
and then
we'll put it in the oven,
and then we'll
350,
come back.
140. Serena, you'll keep an eye on it, right? As you can tell, I cannot tell the dogs we're doing a live. They don't care. If they gotta bark, they're gonna bark. So I apologize. Let's move over to the stove, and we'll start with the spaghetti col tonno. Okay, guys, let's move over to the stove. All right, so. Okay.
You're on.
All right.
I ended it because I want start a new
No, you can't do that.
Right, you're
Oh, all right. Soraya's an amateur at this. She ended the video. Oh boy, that's not fun. Okay,
reslay.
I have a pot of water on.
Loriello said, I make your no-knead bread all the time.
Thank you, Lori. You're from one grade at yellow to another. Thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to add the extra virgin olive oil. This is really quick, so I'm gonna put my stove.
She says
The
kids.
What?
Lori says kids.
Okay. Here goes the garlic. Now, today I'm going to add something that my daughter Sarai probably is going to have an issue with, but I'm craving it. I want it
Capers?
really nice and fishy.
Anchovy.
So what I'm going to do, oh, Sarai, stai zitta, you're not even going to be able to taste them inside. Okay? Just a couple filetti.
Yeah, but now I just
Yeah,
saw
sure.
it.
Oh, Soraya, non ti preoccupare. If you don't like it, don't eat it. I doubt it, you would not eat it. Okay, so I'm gonna add the anchovies in.
Anita wants to know what kind of dogs you have.
All right,
Oh,
Anita.
yeah.
All right. Okay. We have a foster failure. That means we rescued the little puppy. He kept my daughter company through her finals in college 3 years ago. So we ended up keeping him because you can't give him back. Then the second foster. Oh,
Here's
that's the foster. That's the foster failure.
That's the foster failure.
Then we have a golden that he also was adopted from somebody that got him and couldn't keep him. And then we have a dog we babysit on a weekend. That's Hunter. And we have also a 14-year-old SPCA cat that we adopted. So here's Hunter. Okay, Hunter's debut. There he is. Get the dog out of the kitchen with the hair. They drive me crazy. Before I cook, I vacuum. It's insane.
Anita has 3 black labs.
Oh wow, Anita, that must be beautiful. Labradors, but what all dogs are beautiful. Okay, so here it is. I have the anchovies in. Okay. I am going to add the capers. Today I don't have any fresh parsley, so I'm adding fresh oregano from the garden.
Anita said your daughters look like you. Beautiful.
Thank you.
And then Patrizia Maniello said è bellissimo.
Patrizia, grazie. Grazie mia carissima Patrizia. I'm gonna just higher the flame because you want this to saute nicely. Okay, I'm gonna wait just a couple seconds longer. I want to talk about these.
Susan says impossible. She looks like me.
That's the little one, Susan. Susan, that's Sabrina, curly hair. Nobody in the family has curly hair. I love curly hair. And my third child has curly hair, just like Susan. Skinny and tall like Susan. Okay, so here I am. I'm going to go ahead and
So
add.
Portia said, is this the same videos with the cookies? I lost connection. It is a it's same video. Soraya stopped the video.
Sorry,
accidentally.
I thought it
I'm
would be
sorry.
a
Yeah,
better
my
transition.
daughter. Yeah.
We're learning.
My daughter thought she'd play, I don't know, producer or, okay, there it goes. All right, now as that's cooking, I'm gonna slice in the, you know what, I'm gonna put another can of the tomatoes because ci piace bello ricco, bello rosso. I definitely would like it really nice and red. So I'm just gonna add another. These cans are very small. They are 400 grams, 14 ounces. Cheetah is a great brand. I find it here. Actually, thank you to my friend Lena who has a restaurant. I drained the oil out of the tuna, so because I like my extra virgin olive oil. Now, I do suggest that you get the yellowfin tuna. It definitely, you don't want albacore. The yellowfin tuna makes a big difference. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add that in too.
Patrizia Maniello said mi stai facendo venire fame, ma sto
Oh,
a dieta.
Patrizia, mi dispiace. I'm gonna slice allora, le olive le tagliamo a pezzetti, so every forkful of pasta, you could get a little bit of the olive. Okay.
And then Anita said, my husband is the cook. He makes your recipes. He always takes photos. And Patrizia said, your mom is an amazing cook.
Thank you, Anita. You should share some of those pictures with me. I would love to see them. Thank you, Portia. Thank you so much for watching.
And then we have Maria that says, can you use Italian tuna in oil?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm using. I'm using Italian
And then
tuna
we
in
have
oil.
someone named AK Garwal that said, is this pasta with tuna?
Yes, AK, this is pasta with tuna.
It's a little bit better than the one I made, AK, though. I'll tell you that.
You know what I just realized I forgot? This is the terrible thing of the live, is I forgot a little heat. I forgot the hot pepper. So we're gonna just add the crushed pepper on top. It definitely needs heat. So if you can, when you saute the first ingredients, do add the chili pepper on. It really gives it a nice zing to it. Okay. So here, let's let it cook it down. Take with the wooden spoon, go ahead and
Karen,
just mash
Karen says
the
I'm making
tomato.
your S cookie as we speak.
Oh, you are? Oh my God. Karen, those S cookies are delicious. So worth having a big jar filled with them, and they're good anytime. Afternoon tea, morning coffee, espresso, when anybody stops in, just delicious. Okay, so now we're gonna wait for that to cook down. I need something to, all right? Yeah, we don't have a cleaning crew in here. This is looking at the cleaning lady. So as I cook, I always like to keep the work area. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna give it 5 minutes to cook. All right, and as soon as the water comes to boil, we'll add the spaghetti in. Now, you're gonna ask me, maybe the area you're in, you cannot find the cherry tomatoes. Use a large can of plum, Italian plum San Marzano. What you do is, before using them, just squish them with your hands and add them to the sauce. Allora, per quelli che non trovano i pomodori ciliegini, si possono usare i pomodori San Marzano e prima di metterli nell'olio, di romperli con le mani. Just very easy. The water is boiling. Okay, also, I like to use the bronze cut pasta. Bronze cut, the color is a little different on the bronze cut. If you come closer, yeah, I'll come closer. The bronze cut è ruvido. It's not smooth. What that means is that machine that's cutting the pasta is not Teflon coated. So the spaghetti non è liscio. Questo qua, lo spaghetto non è liscio, quindi il sugo che uno prepara aderisce fuori allo spaghetto e viene più saporito. So it's definitely better tasting because the sauce will stick to it differently.
Sabrina
Okay?
says, welcome back.
Hi, Sabrina. Thank you so very much. I'm glad to be back. Now, I did not add any salt because capers were in salt. I rinsed them. The olives are salty, but what I will do is give it a little taste. See? Un po' di sale ci vuole. So So I'm gonna go ahead. I like to use sea salt. Definitely more natural. I think that should be enough. And now, siccome the water is boiling, devo calare la pasta. But in the meantime, maybe Soraya, my daughter's on the phone, totally distracted. Can you check in the oven and see? It's been 10 minutes. Let's go see, okay? Now the cooking time on this is, no lo so, but I would say, it says 11 minutes. That's way too long. No way. 11 minutes is not gonna cut it. I know I washed the, okay, ecco qua. Usually I salt the water before, but I didn't do it, and I will do it now. Lower the flame if you see it drying up too quickly. Do not add any oil in your pasta water. Really no need for it. And also if you do, it makes whatever condiment you put on side slide off with, so totally not necessary. So I'm just going to into the pasta. I'm gonna stir it. And what I do is, to make sure that it's good, I also taste the pasta water. You know what? Ce ne vuole un altro poco. Ecco qua. You need a little bit more. Anybody have any questions, any recipes you want to see?
No.
For the future? It's kind of hard to do the live and make them too long. I know people are busy, so you want to be on and off. So I try to do quick recipes. I was thinking of doing gnocchis, but that might be, that might take a little time. I might have to prep everything. Another thing is, I will be making cassata siciliana coming up. That's one of my favorite. And another thing I do...
Portia said polenta.
Yes, Portia, te l'ho promesso e non l'ho fatta ancora. Mi dispiace. I will do polenta. I just want to find something to go very well with the polenta. Salsiccia in salsa.
Susan said pizza dolce.
Susa, quale pizza dolce? Quale pizza dolce? The casatiello, you mean?
Someone said casada. Casada.
Cassata siciliana is coming
Said it
up.
with the Spanish.
I have all the ingredients for the cassata. I just gotta put it together. Right after Mother's Day, I promise I will do the cassata too.
Susan said the crema. Pizza dolce con crema.
Sì. Susan is talking about something we grew up with, which is the pasta frolla and the crema pasticcera inside. You can make small ones like pasticciotti, or you can make a large one. When I was a little girl and it was my grandmother's name day, the pizza dolce coming in were by the dozen.
And then she said with chocolate and vanilla cream.
Yes, and the amarene around the perimeter, Susan? I'm sure.
And then Elizabeth said, I just love watching you cook, so calming, and I love that your recipes are authentic Italian.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
And much appreciated, thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth. I know you're happy to watch me. I'm even happier to do this, really. I really, really am. Okay, now I'm lowering here because it's already cooked. I don't want to overcook it. I'm going to stir the pasta. We're not going to use a con la pasta colander. We're going to take it straight from here and add it to the tomato sauce.
Portia asked, what size is the little pot for the salt? Oh, it's a
This-
medium-sized coquette. It's
This-
not the small coquette on Lake Crusade.
Oh, I have no idea. I don't even know if this is for salt. I could measure it, if what it says 19-33. It's a ceramic pot, which I love because it's so comfortable. My sister gifted me the one you stick your hand in. Now, either my hand is too big, I just don't reach it properly, so I find it easier
But Serena
with
said
this.
it's what size?
I know it's bigger than the 8-ounce coquette on Lake Crusade. It's probably like 16 or 32 ounces.
Okay, how about I measure it?
Diana says hi, Alessandra and Soraya.
Hi, Diana.
Hi, Diana, how are you?
And Karen says,
Happy Mother's Day. Hi, Karen. It's 5 5.5 inches
Diameter.
wide, and it is 3 inches tall, if that helps.
So Karen says, would you ever consider publishing a cookbook? I would love it. Happy Mother's Day.
Yes, Karen, that is something, this is the reason why, for every recipe, I write the ingredients and the instructions, because hopefully one day it'll be really easy to put a cookbook together. You know what happened? When we started during quarantine, we had so much time, so I was doing, lunch and dinner videos and putting them out. We were home, and now that life is picking up again, and I have the 3 daughters. My youngest is a gymnast, so we travel quite a bit with her gymnastics. So life is picking up, and I find it there's a little difficulty getting everything done. But Karen, to answer your question, I promise a cookbook coming out real soon. Really. Ok, allora, now, Soraya, puoi andare a vedere I biscotti nel forno, because I think now they've been in for 16 minutes. I think they gotta be almost ready. No, let me clean. Talk to you. What is it? Let me see. Oh, just close it. Okay. There it goes. All right, proviamo gli spaghetti. See, I don't even have to taste. I could tell by the way they look, they're not ready yet. The bronze cut takes a little longer to cook, which is good. You don't want a spaghetti that you put it in and it falls apart, because then by the time you put the condimento è distrutto. Ci vuole un bel spaghetto che mantiene la cottura, that it holds while cooking, for sure. And while I'm saying that, I'm gonna set up for serving it. Okay, any other questions? No, okay. We're almost ready to eat, guys. I wish all of you could be here, because we're ready to eat, but I cannot be sharing this food through the phone. Ecco qua, guardate già il sughetto com'è bello. The oil comes up. Okay, I'm going to squish some of the cherry tomatoes gently, like that. Ecco qua. All right. Mettiamo. All right, the spaghetti looks fine to me. I'm gonna finish it cooking on this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and start adding it to my pot right here. And you know what, this is great? That it saves on dirtying another item, which is the colander. So this is perfect like this. Now keep the water boiling, because what we're going to do is we're going to add some of the pasta water, which is going to add creaminess. Get your flame high on the sauce and start this process. Ecco qua. We don't want to lose any spaghetti. Non vogliamo lasciare gli spaghetti nell'acqua. We want to use them all. Ecco qui. Now we're going to do this for a couple minutes, because you definitely want the spaghetti to finish cooking. See that now? 1 pound of spaghetti, mezzo chilo di spaghetti. Perfetto, belli sugosi. You see, you don't want them dry. You want it to be nice and conditi bene. Because when the pasta is white, it really doesn't taste right. Don't be afraid to add more water, because we gotta finish cooking it.
Mary Gallagher says looks good. Laurie says looks good.
Thank you, Laurie. Thank you, Mary. Okay. Keep it on high and just keep stirring. Also, I'm using a plastic tip, because I have a Teflon pan and I don't want to be scraping the bottom. So be careful with that. You don't want something that's going to scratch and get it in your food. Oh, it's looking good. It smells divine. It really smells outrageous. How long did it take? 15, 20 minutes, you have a meal. These are things I always have in the pantry. I should do a pantry checklist that makes life easier for sure.
Portia says, OMG, that looks amazing. And Lynette says, looks delicious.
Hi, Portia, grazie, Lynette. I know that that's one of your favorite meals. With some friends during quarantine, I did Zoom live videos, so we all cooked together. And it was nice. It gave us a sense of direction, a sense of being together with not being together. And it kept us on the same cooking schedule. So it was something that was very special. And thanks to Lynette. She's a good friend, a lady. We love you very much, Lynette. Wonderful, wonderful person. Ok, io credo che la pasta è pronta. Look at it. You see? Just the way it moves. I think it's ready. I'm gonna shut it off. Okay, let it sit just for a second.
Patrizia Iaccarino se aggiungi
un posto a tavola.
Ciao
And then
Patrizia,
Lynette
come
said-
stai?
Lynette said it is. My entire family loves it.
Thank you, Lynette. Patrizia, buona festa della mamma. I just needed to drink. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. Soraya, you wanna get the plate that's just for the pasta? You know what I'm talking about, the pretty one? That we use only for the videos. We don't use to eat out of every day. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and plate it. Okay, let's see. How good am I with doing this? Let's try it, okay? Now don't laugh at me if it doesn't work. So I'm gonna grab it and just roll it in here. Ecco qua. Oh, I think it worked. Ecco qua. Perfetto. Okay, I'm saying perfetto. Non lo so if it's perfect, but it looks good.
AK Garwal said, love that pasta bowl.
Thank you. AK, we only have one. It's just for the videos. Because this is not gonna satisfy. So questo è un assaggio. This is just a taste. Am I gonna taste the pasta for you? Absolutely. Ecco qua.
Everyone loves the
proviamo.
bowl.
What?
We're getting a lot of comments about the bowl.
It is beautiful. Where'd you get it? You
Marshalls.
remember? Marshalls?
Yeah.
Oh. Al dente, perfetti, they are delicious. Okay, now I'm gonna move it over to the side. I'm gonna check on the cookies, and then I'm gonna wrap up the video because we wanna eat. Okay, so I'm gonna move this out of the way, and vado a vedere un attimo I biscotti.
If you give me a fork, I'll
Yeah, Soraya, oh, ecco qua, ho fatto un disastro. Okay, here. The cookies were not a success. All right, that's the beauty of the live. Even though I only added a little drop
You needed some
of
flour.
the marmellata, it was still too much. But guess what? Once we move them out of the cookie sheet and we add them in a regular plate, I think we're good. Look, ecco qua. See that? I'm sure they'll be delicious. Maybe next time I will pinch the top. Like I said, I've never made these. I was at a wedding. Giulia, al tuo matrimonio, they served these delicious cookies, and I said, I can most certainly make them. And here I did. So, again, I'm no chef. I'm a mother.
Mary
I'm a
Gallagher
housewife.
says they look amazing.
They look amazing. Thank you, Mary. Thank you. Ecco qua, veramente bellissimi, buonissimi. Now, voglio salutare tutti. I just want to say goodbye to everybody. Thank you for watching. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to your mothers. Let's enjoy the time we have together because this is it. This is the journey. Godiamoci ogni momento insieme. Auguri a tutte le mamme, alle nostre mamme. Vogliamoci bene. Questa è la vita. I don't know what's afterwards, but this is the journey I want to enjoy right now. really.
You're getting a lot of Happy Mother's
Yeah.
Day. You did a
Thank
great
you.
job. Even the heel is on here.
Thank you, Nahil. Thank you for
Hey,
watching, my
Nahil.
darling.
Here's Soraya.
Yeah,
already
Soray's
eating it.
busy eating. She didn't even wait. Busy eating.
Really?
She's not waiting. Yeah. Allora, come diciamo a Napoli, no, lo dico io, non lo so. I don't know if they say in Naples, la pasta non aspetta nessuno. Pasta waits for nobody. So once you serve it, you gotta eat it. Otherwise, it becomes like glue, diventa colla. Allora, grazie. Thank you for taking time out of your day to watch me. Arrivederci, alla prossima. Vi voglio bene. Ciao.
Okay, it's ending. One sec.
It's awesome.